What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Critical Overlord here. We're going to be talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer 3 in this video here today. More specifically, just going over a theory that I want to get all of your thoughts on down in the comment section below, depending on how far this video reaches. Hopefully it goes a little bit viral because I want to get everybody's thoughts on this idea because I think it is really good. So we know it's coming to theaters next July, the Legacy sequel that's been in the works since 2023. Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt are locked to return as their iconic roles of Ray and Julie. We don't have a concrete confirmation as to if that relationship is still standing all this time later, since it's supposed to be 30-something years later. We're back in Southport, yada, yada, yada. The fisherman is back. Filming footage does suggest that they have a child together, played by Sarah Pigeon, since she was spotted rocking a similar outfit worn by Julie in the original while embracing Freddie's character of Ray a little bit differently in a way that suggests that there's some sort of familial ties there. Sarah looks to be part of this new group of young adults being targeted by what we can only assume is a resurfaced fisherman. However, my thing is this. Why is the fisherman back? Why is the killer using this specific look? Why is the killer striking around the 4th of July again? A lot of filming details make me question if this is an elaborate plan instead of being a coincidence. How is it that Ray and Julie's child, along with her friends, find themselves in this very similar predicament, unless someone is purposely using an old event to remind Julie and Ray of just how damaging the lie they told and secrets they've kept for all of these years has been? In true Legacy sequel fashion, there must be something here that loops back to Ben Willis's accident that our new killer is upset about. And I want to shout you out real quick, Joey, if you're listening to this, because I just wanted to spotlight your theory and see what everybody thinks about it, because I think it's a tremendous theory. What if one of the I Know What You Did Last Summer newbies, one of the new newbies, what if they are related to Max? What if this is Max's child? They figured out Julie and Ray's secret over time. They've orchestrated this similar Ben Willis-like incident on purpose, and it's revenge to showcase how that secret lie impacted their childhood and their life all the way up to where we are now. Now, of course, Max wasn't exactly a hit with girls when we met him, so a few of you are like, you're certain he died a virgin. I get it. I get where you're coming from. We could have some humor, though, in learning that the guy actually had a child on the way when he died. Said child could have been born in between the year jump when they hit Willis, or he got active an exact year later but died before learning about his child that's now grown up, and they are ready for revenge, of course. He could have had the kid the year he died, or got the girl pregnant the year that he died, but didn't find out that he got said girl pregnant. Said girl, of course, went on to have the baby, and now that child is grown up and they are ready for some payback. It's not just about revenge for that messed up childhood, though, to this child. A childhood that included foster homes, an abusive mother situation, etc. It's also about what happened with Helen, her sister, Helen's parents, Barry, his parents, the impacts in the town, and all of the declines that could have been avoided, and the father they could have had if they all decided to tell the truth when they hit Willis all that time ago. Now, you're probably like, well, wait, Critical. Helen and Barry were in on that lie. Yeah, they were. But Ray and Julie, in the eyes of this killer, disrespected their own friends when they chose to lie to a cop another year later, stating that they had no idea why Ben Willis would want them dead. Thus, in the eyes of this killer, that's a slap in the face to the friends you've just lost, and now those friends are basically void of any guilt in what they're actually mad about in that person's eyes. Because you guys are still living and thriving, this lie has just festered all throughout town, and it has impacted their childhood. It's impacted the fact that they don't have a father in their life because of this. They don't have a stable mother in their life because of this. They've had constant negativity, just all circling back to this one occurrence with Ben Willis. There's something about the fisherman being back that I think is going to be looped back around to Ben Willis in a way that just makes that first lie very significant in the eyes of the killer. And it's just going to be commentary on how a lie can spread and linger and create holes and create trouble in ways you probably didn't even think about when you initially told said lie. It's just supposed to be our secret. But like we've been hearing, according to the rumored details that are out there, the Ben Willis story, that's getting out there. People don't talk about it in a way that suggests they even know who was involved in the accident. That's just it. So I'm interested to know how did this accident start getting talked about around town. My best guess at the moment would be that their child, Julian Ray's child, must have slipped up, told someone about it, and said person she told it to went on to spread it. It could have been the child of Max or someone in cahoots with said child of Max, and they've gone on to spread it around town, but they left out the part of who actually did it because they have something else in mind for the people who did it, and that's, of course, the resurfacing of the fishermen, and they're targeting their group of friends because they could have some sort of vendetta against their own group of friends and how they are very nasty and hateful to one another despite playing to be lovable and likable and just friendly with one another. It could all tie into fake friend connections and so many different things for this person who wants to purposely orchestrate something that makes it seem like they have died only to resurface a year later, pinning it all on maybe Ray and Julie themselves, framing them for it, and letting that lie impact their life the way they have been impacted by the lie that Ray and Julie told all those years later. I'm just spitballing at this point. I could just see them trying to pull something like that, and I think it would be believable as a legacy sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer. At least it would be 100% better than what they just gave us all that time ago with I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, a movie that I, yes, do understand canonically is the third movie. It's a running gag at this point. I'm not referring to that as the third movie. This is our third movie. For everyone that wants to keep correcting me down in the comment section, I get it. This is the actual fourth film. That's not lost on me. So, you guys let me know what you think about this down in the comment section below about a child of Max being the killer. And I Know What You Did Last Summer 3, 4, whatever you want to call it. Or do you think that's just laughable because Max certainly died a virgin? I don't see it that way. I think we have somebody who is doing a lot of things on purpose because something about that original incident bothers them to their core. And I think a child of someone who died all that time ago is the most logical narrative I can see unfolding all this time later, because that lie left them without parents, impacted their childhood when it came to the foster care system, and the fact that if they hadn't lied all that time ago, they wouldn't have ended up in the situation they are in their early adulthood. Maybe they could have a very detrimental job, some sort of unfortunate job situation, maybe some sort of health issue, stuff they all blame on that lie that Ray and Julie told. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, of course, make sure you subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you can never miss a video. In the description, I'll have links to my social media accounts. I am on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can message me there, of course. Let me know if there's any movies, news, or reviews you'd like me to cover in the future. And with all that in mind, guys, I will see you in the next video.